This is the e-nose used in the paper. There are 6 sensors in total. And this here is our sample with our essential oil inside. It had a very specific amount of essential oil pipetted into the test tube. And then the storage pattern down here basically just holds the sample in place to negate any distance-based sensor bias. I like to give my sensors a nice warm-up period of about 20-30 minutes, as factors such as temperature would affect the recording, so we just basically want to make sure that they're not really going to get any hotter from just being on for a longer period essentially. And then out the back here, all of these sensors are connected to an Arduino MKR 1000 microcontroller. This microcontroller was chosen for its Wi-Fi capabilities, so I can send data to my nearby computer in real time. And this is connected to a portable battery pack, basically for portability, but you could easily just plug it into a computer instead. So over here we have our recorder. We have our receiver that receives the UDP packets from the e-nose in real time. And then we have our logger, which basically reorders the packets so they were in the order they were sent and not in the order they arrived, because as with UDP the packets can arrive out of order, so we just kind of fix that. And basically we can specify a file name, so I'm calling this one demo.csv, and then I specify the duration of 600 seconds, so 10 minutes so this will record for. So to prepare our sample for recording, as we've already placed it in the test tube, we can just open up the lid here, and then these sensors will now start picking up on the essential oil in the vapor phase. So we basically just shut the lid, go back out to a recorder, preferably as quickly as possible from shutting the lid, and then click play. So over here you can see these are the values received from the e-nose in real time, with commas separating the values, so we know which feature is which. And we also have like a little countdown here that tells us how long's left on the recording, so we don't disrupt it while it's recording basically. So once this has finished recording, so when this hits 0, I will show you the sample output of what we've just recorded now on my computer. In the last half of this video, I just put on an essential oil sample to be recorded by the e-nose, and then I demonstrated that the packets were coming through to my laptop in real time. And we named this file demo.csv, and we gave it 600 seconds to record, so 10 minutes. And as you can see on the bottom left hand side down here, it has definitely finished recording, as there's about the 0 time left. So we can go to the root of the recorder and open up the file it's just recorded. So basically what you can see down here is on the left hand most side we have the time feature. So the recorder actually reorders these packets based on when they arrive, because as we use UDP they can arrive out of order. So the logger basically just reorders it and then logs it essentially. Then if we go over to MATLAB, this is just to test to see if the recording was done correctly. So all we do here is we load in this demo.csv we just recorded. We remove the time component from it to use for pre-processing. We basically just take the mean over 1 second intervals here, and then perform a 3-point moving average after that, and then basically just plot on it afterwards. And then this is the actual output of the recording. And then we can see how the different sensors respond over time for this sample essential oil. And if I just move this guy out of the way, you can see the full graph. Notes will be like little tiny variable changes in the lines at the bottom. Like for temperature, for instance, it doesn't really change that much, just by a degree or two, depending on the current odor.